Hello there guys, welcome to Autohub India. I'm your host Bhagvan and today we are going to look at the second part of the Indian automotive history while we talk about the two-wheelers. In the first part, we have discussed about the four-wheelers. If you haven't seen the video yet, the video's link will be available in the I button above. Please go and check it out. Let's dive into the video. Much like the four-wheeler industry, the two-wheeler industry also had a slow start in the Indian economy. However, its growth was much more dynamic and faster than the four-wheeler industry itself. The government realized that although a car could be considered a luxury commodity, the two-wheeler became an essence for the people as mobility became a prime essence for the common man. The industry at present is the largest market in the world. Moreover, it is one of the top exporters, only following China and Japan, which it took over a few years ago. So let's get back to the past and see the genesis that is the two-wheeler industry today. Bajaj Auto India, which was founded by Jamnalal Bajaj in 1945, started with imports and trading of two-wheeler and three-wheeler vehicles. In 1956, they have started manufacturing and selling Bajaj Piaggio Vespa 15. In 1970, became a public company, and by 1970, they have sold 1 lakh two-wheelers, and by 1977, they have sold 1 lakh units in 1 year's time. Later on, they had a controversy with Vespa when the deal to make the Vespa 150 expired in 1971. In 1972, they have started to design and later sell the renowned Chetak. Automobile Products of India, which was founded in 1949 by the Rotas Group from British and which was later acquired by M.A. Chidambaram in Chennai, started making Lambretta D-Series in 1955 under license from Innocenti Group and named it to Lambi in 1960s for legal reasons. Later on, Scooters India Limited, which is a state-run enterprise, bought the entire rights for the Innocenti Group in 1972. In 1955, the Redditch company partnered with Madras Motors in India to form Royal Enfield in India to assemble under license the 350cc Royal Enfield Bullet motorcycles in Chennai. This was a part of the government contract of 800 350cc models for its army to patrol its borders. The tooling was sold to Enfield India so that they could manufacture the components by themselves, and by 1962, all components were being made in India. Royal Enfield continued to make such vehicles till 1989. In 1990, Royal Enfield collaborated with Eicher Group, an automotive group in India, and then later on merged with it in 1994. Ideal Java, a company which was based in Mysore, sold licensed Java motorcycles beginning in 1960 under the brand name Java, and in 1973 they sold SD. The catchphrase for the bike and the firm was "Forever Bike, Forever Value." The Java 353/04, designated as A-Type, SD250 B-Type, SD250 Road King, SD350 Twin, and SD250 Monarch models were being manufactured. From 1961 to 85, they have put up a good performance and achieved good profitability levels. The peak capacity utilization was at 85% with 36,000 vehicles on a capacity of 42,000 vehicles per annum. Escorts Group, founded in 1944 at Faridabad by two brothers, Hariprasad Nanda and Yudi Nanda, started as manufacturer in Jammu, later moved on to automotive part manufacturing. The motorcycle division of Escorts Group used to manufacture Polish SHL M11 175cc motorcycles under the brand name Rajdoot from early 1960s. In early 1980s, Escorts started making Yamaha motorcycles in India. Rajdoot 350 was launched in 1981, later followed by the Yamaha RX100 in 1984, which were known for their performance. LML, Lohia Motors Limited, incorporated as Lohia Machines Private Limited in 1972. The company was engaged in manufacturing of synthetic yarn manufacturing machines in technical collaboration with ARCT France. In 1978, it became a publicly listed company and diversified into processing synthetic yarn. In 1984, a technical collaboration agreement was signed with Piaggio of Italy and a scooter project was set up. The relationship with Piaggio was redefined into a partnership in 1990. During the 1980s, government lifted restrictions to import machines and parts required to manufacture vehicles, which led to technical and technological based joint ventures. After the complete restriction removal, technical and full-time joint ventures were increased by a great margin, and the pre-existing market got a big shock as the competition was intensified and also led to plummet in sales. Popular JVs mainly consisted of Japanese manufacturers who staked some percentage in the shares of the new manufacturers. These were Escorts and Yamaha with Rajdoot 350 in 1981, Bajaj and Kawasaki with Kawasaki Bajaj KB100 and KB125 in 1986, TVS and Suzuki with TVS Suzuki Shogun and Samurai in 1993, Hero and Honda with Hero Honda CD100 in 1985, Kinetic Engineering Limited and Honda with Kinetic DX in 1984. TVS Motor Company, which was started by TV Sundaram Iyengar, began with Madurai's first bus service in 1911 and became a transportation business with a large fleet of trucks and buses under the name of Southern Roadways. Sundaram Clayton was formed in 1972 in collaboration with Clayton Devondre Holdings, United Kingdom. The company set up a plant at Hosur in 1976 to manufacture mopeds as part of the new division. In 1980, TVS 50, India's first two-seater moped, rolled out of the factory at Hosur. In the year 1982, the company entered into a technical know-how and assistance agreement with Suzuki Motor Co. Limited of Japan. In 1986, the name of the company was changed from Indo-Suzuki Motorcycles to TVS Suzuki Limited. In the year 1992, they launched two models of motorcycles, namely Samurai and Shogun, and in the year 1993, they launched TVS Scooty. The TVS Group and Suzuki Motor Corporation parted their ways after their 15 years joint venture in September 2001. Kinetic Engineering Limited, founded in year 1972 by H.K. Firodia with headquarters in Pune, started with a 50cc moped that was called Luna in 1972. The Kinetic Luna continued to be produced and marketed in India. The original Luna of 1972 was a licensed copy of the Piaget Siao moped. In 1984, formed a joint venture with Honda Motor Company to introduce Kinetic Honda scooters, which had electric start and gearless transmissions. Kinetic and Honda parted ways in 1998. Hero Motocorp, formerly Hero Honda, is based in New Delhi, which was founded by Dr. Brijmohan Lal Munjal on 19 January 1984. The company is one of the largest two-wheeler manufacturers in the world and also in India, where it has a market share of about 46% in the two-wheeler category. Started its operations in 1984 as a joint venture between Hero Cycles of India and Honda of Japan. They have started to sell Hero Honda CD100 in 1985. In 2010, Honda decided to move out of the joint venture. This meant that the new Hero Motocorp can export into international markets. The Hero Group would buy out the 26% stake of the Honda in JV of Hero Honda. Some major changes took place at the turn of 21st century. Some took a few years before that. Brands came, brands were lost. One particular brand came back from the grave and took the market by storm. Java went defunct in 1996. Honda Activa entered the market in 1999. Royal Enfield ceased production in 2001. India Yamaha Motor Private Limited bought out Escort's motorcycle division in 2001. Bajaj launched the new famous Pulsar in 2001. Termination of Kinetic Honda joint venture in 2008. Mahindra Two-Wheelers was founded in 2008 and Mahindra Two-Wheelers brought 80% stake in the Kinetic Engineering Limited in 2008. Bajaj and Austrian brand KTM formed a joint venture in 2008. Vespa re-entered the market in 2012. Triumph Motorcycles entered the Indian market in 2013. Royal Enfield re-entered the market in 2013 with a storm. Harley-Davidson India came into existence in 2009. Ducati entered the market in 2016. LML became defunct in 2017 as well. Finally entered India in partnership with Mahavir Group. Aprilia entered the market in 2020. Partnerships between Bajaj and Triumph was announced in March 2020. And then there was Hyosung, which no one knew when it came and when it went. Stats say that Hero Motocorp has the largest market share in India, FI19 and FI18 respectively, followed by TVS Motor Company, Bajaj, Royal Enfield, Indian Yamaha Motors and Suzuki Motors respectively. While we would have liked to think that the Indian market is a utopia for all the manufacturers, not all beds are filled with roses. From late 2018 till date, there have been several circumstances and decisions by the government that has led to a downturn and plummet in sales. Global economic slowdown, increase in tax rates from 15% to 18% of GST, increase in insurance premium, mandatory ABS in models of 125cc or above, implementation of BS6 and a recent development of coronavirus which have effectively led to a global recession. What can be done? Decrease the tax rates, reconsider extending the deadlines for BS4 vehicles and give the buying power back to the customer. If you appreciate our work, please like this video, share and subscribe to Autohub India.